Hey guys, Mr. Harper again. So this time, instead of having the circle already graphed and trying to figure out what the equation is, we're going to do the other way around. So the first thing we need to do is identify where the center is. And so the center is just going to be the opposite of this number, so -1. And well, y, if you notice, isn't adding or subtracting anything. So like if you look on number 4, the center would be -2, -1. Whereas here we don't have anything here, so it would have to be 0. So since nothing's being added or subtracted from y, then the k value would be 0. Okay, so that's the center. Again, the center is just the opposite of this number, and the opposite of number being added or subtracted to y. And again, in this case, it's just 0. And the radius, now this is where people mess up. The radius is not 16. If you remember, the equation says r squared. So the radius is actually the square root of whatever that number is there. So in this case, it's 4. So whenever you're finding the radius given the equation, you're just going to take the square root of that number, whatever it is. Over here, it'd be square root of 24. Now that's going to be a decimal, which is fine. Now when graphing this, so you graph the center first, so -1, 0, so that's right there. And then what you're just going to do to graph the circle, since the radius is 4, I'm just going to go 4 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting at the center, I'm going to go 4 to the right, I'm going to go 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just draw a circle. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn you, this is not going to be a good circle because I'm trying to do this with a mouse pad on my computer. So actually, it's better than I thought it was going to be. All right, so there's my circle. So again, the first thing you need to do is identify the center. And again, that's from the opposite of this, opposite of what's being added to y. Again, nothing here, so 0. And then you're going to take the square root of this number to figure out what r is. And so I want you to do number 4 as well. Again, use the decimal form of the square root of 24 to get the radius. That's going to make it a lot easier to understand. Oops. There we go.